Hey everyone, just a quick reminder, it is December, and that means every video in December has a chance for you to win a free game. All you have to do to enter is leave a comment on that video for a chance to win. More information in the description. Welcome friends, LostScarf here, and it's time for the top 10 one-shots list of 2016. So the criteria for this is simple. If we did a one-shot on it in 2016, it's on this list. As far as contentions goes, for the top 10. There's going to be honorable mention, and there's a special award as well. A later list will be the top 10 games of 2016 that I played this year, and that may contain some one-shots in it, so look forward to that as well. And if you're wondering how we selected this list, the way it works is we looked at every single game, and Jinx just kept comparing to me. She was like, is this one better or this one better? Is this one better or is this one better? Which one do I like more? Which one do I like more? Just over and over again, a very exhaustive process that we go through every year, and we have now made this list. It's just whatever's better than the other thing to me at that time, so she'd ask the same thing over again, another day, another time, and we have this list. So let's get started with the special award. So the special award this year is called the I Made Jinx Mad at Me in 2016 award, and that award goes to E.T. Armies. This game was amazing. Like, I did the one shot, and I'm like, this game is really, really amazing. It's kind of really bad. It's something special. And I just recorded the entire LP right after that. Just had to do the entire game. It is an amazing game that you have to check out the LP of, because it's really bad, but in such an amazing way that it's like, I was dying playing that game. It's ridiculous. And what made Jinx so furious about it is that this was just a surprise LP out of nowhere. I'm like, this is really fun. We should make an LP out of it. And she's like, okay. And I just gave her more work to do, basically. But the game's amazing. It's just amazing. Check it out. So starting out at number 10.
Super Hot.
This game was really fun. This is, oh my god, I don't remember how many years ago it was. The Unity, the browser game of it. It was so impressive, so cool. We went ahead and just gave them the money. We're like, hey, here's money. Make the game. And then there was a Kickstarter of it, so here's money again. Make the game. And oh my god, Super Hot was really fun when it came out. This was just such an original idea going on here. Really cool. I had a lot of fun playing it. The UI on it was kind of curious and interesting. Just the overall story was an interesting idea. I'm like, didn't really buy the whole thing, but the game itself was really fun. Just the gameplay was pretty fun. I really wish they did like DLC or just something to just add more maps to the game, because it was a lot of fun. I wish we had more ways to have fun with it and just more ideas. But the base game itself was just, I keep saying fun because it was. That's definitely what it is. And I wish I could play it in VR. I know there's a VR version of Super Hot, and I really want to play that. I'm just curious about that a lot, and hopefully I get a chance to do it in the future. Number 9 goes to Shadow Warrior 2. This game is a lot of fun. It is really fun seeing Wang again. Wang is just fun to play, and he's just a very fun character. I played the single-player story mode, had a lot of fun with that, pretty enjoyable. The only problems with the game is, like, it brings you more of what Shadow Warrior 1 was. The characters aren't as fun as 1, but it is still an enjoyable experience, and the gameplay is pretty good. But it just leaves a bit to be desired. Like, the multiplayer is kind of interesting and everything. The loot system is okay. Like, they took some ideas and just rolled with it, and wasn't the biggest fan of them, but I really enjoyed the game as a whole. As a game in general, one of the failings of the game was just the enemies just got really bullet spongy, so that wasn't very fun, and you're just fighting hordes of things, and depending on what weapons you have is how fun that was. It's really all about the weapons. The weapons made the game very fun with a large variety of weapons you had to play with. The story itself was pretty fun as well, and the music, pretty good. It's just shooting things music. It's very fun for that, and Wang himself, just a very enjoyable experience. I would take Shadow Warrior 1 over Shadow Warrior 2 though, as far as just a better story, really good, just very fun story. A lot of fun there, really funny, just better delivery there. The gameplay was solid for its time, but if you had the weapons from 2 and the story of 1, that would have been the perfect game. That'd be like number 1 game of the year, just flat out, I think. Number 8, Valhalla. Now, this is a bar simulator game where you just serve clients and you make drinks for them, and it's a very, very compelling game. It's extremely compelling. I had criticisms when I made the one-shot that it's very front-heavy with a lot of cynicism and just doesn't do a good job of building the world for you, but if you stick it out for a little bit longer and play a couple hours in, you get hooked. I played this game over 2 days. I could not stop playing it. I got to the end of it, I cried, it was very emotional. It did a good job of pulling me in because I stuck with it, but that first start of it is a bit rough. But I do really enjoy the game. I liked it a lot, and it's just such a good game and story. It has very lovable characters the further you go with the game. So that's why it's here at number 8. It's just a story worth learning about. So number 7, speaking of stories, Stories: The Path of Destinies. Just buy this game. Buy it right now. I fully recommend this game. It is such a fun game. The gameplay is pretty good. The storytelling is really good. The narrator is just top notch. Oh my god, I love the storytelling. So the premise is Groundhog's Day with branching storylines. And it is so fun. It's worth doing every branch. They're all very entertaining. Some will get samey as you go through the same branches, but my god, it is such a fun experience. After I did the one-shot, I just wanted to do an LP. There was no time to do it, but I really wanted to do one. Check out the one-shot if you're not sold yet. Oh god, it's so fun. The characters are just really enjoyable. The music is really good. The scenery is really good. It is just a really great game. There's nothing else to say. It's a good game. You should check it out. Check out the one-shot. Just look at it. Number 6, XCOM 2. Now this is a love-hate relationship for dang sure. Just like XCOM 1. XCOM 2 is a good improvement on XCOM 1, but what I really like is that it's a different kind of game. There's a lot of things about XCOM 1 that are only in XCOM 1 that are really fun, like the fact that you find the aliens and they get surprised and they have to get in position to do things to you. While in this one, you find them first so you can do the surprising instead. I like that they turned it around in that way. What's also interesting is that 1 lets you just take your time, while 2 really forces you to really just get your butt in there and get things done. It's really interesting how they have the clock just working against you in 2 in a different way than how 1 did. It's just a very enjoyable experience. A real complete experience would just be owning XCOM 1 and XCOM 2. We streamed the entire LP, and it was really fun to play the game, and very satisfying to finish it. It's a hard game, and it's very satisfying to finish it out. If I had to say which one's better, I don't think you can. I think both are just equally very fun, and they're just to your taste in how you want to play the game, but they're just both an enjoyable experience. Number 5, Factorio. This game is addiction incarnate. Me and Jinx have spent so many freaking sleepless nights playing this game. Oh my god. It is a weird addiction. It scratches a specific niche. I don't know. The one shot, we tried our best to do it justice. It's really hard to translate. It doesn't look the best. It doesn't sound the best. Like, the music is adequate. The visuals are okay. It is all about building factories. It's all about building the next thing and building the next thing and building the next thing. Building up defenses for the aliens that are coming in, try to just deal with you. Fighting those alien nests. It's so fun. You can also make it kind of a tower defense as well. I don't know how best I can describe this game. It just scratches a certain itch. And for certain people, this is the game. This is the jam. We spent so many nights playing this game. And the reason why it's on this list, despite the fact it's an early access game, is because it's almost finished. It is really close to being done. It is weeks away from being done. I cannot wait to play the finished game. We got in early access a couple months ago. We played the hell out of it. We stopped playing it because we know it's not done yet, and then there's going to be more to it. And it's coming. And it's almost finished. And I know we're going to just lose so many nights playing this game. It is a weird addiction. And I recommend it for that. If this is something you might be interested in, you should definitely check it out and play it. Just building factories and just making the next big thing and making the next technology and just leaping there. And just all the conveyor belts, all the drones, and all the pollution and trying to be efficient about the pollution. There's something about this game that is just so addicting, and it's hard to put my finger on it, but is abnegation? Maybe it's abnegation. Just building a thing and building the next thing and building the next thing and building the next thing and the next and the next. It is so addicting, and I know I can't stop playing it when I get to play it again. I just know it, and I can't wait. I really can't. That's why it's at number 5. I can't wait to play more of this game. Talk about sleepless nights. Number 4 is Stardew Valley. Stardew Valley is Harvest Moon on the computer. People wanted this forever. They have wanted it so bad. I have played almost all the Harvest Moon games. I played the original. I played that for years. I played N64. I played that for years. Literally hundreds of hours put into that game. Played the GameCube ones, played the Game Boy ones. I've played so much Harvest Moon and then Rune Factory as well. And then we get this. Stardew Valley, which is basically Harvest Moon on PC. We finally got it. And what I appreciate about this game is it's not just Harvest Moon on PC, it is an improvement on Harvest Moon on PC. That's what it is. It improves on Harvest Moon in so many ways. The farming is really good, livestock is great, the mining is fun. There is just so many improvements that is just, I like it. The fishing is an interesting idea. The fishing is probably the weakest part of it because it's just such a weird thing, but I like the fishing too. There's a lot of exploration you can do. There's a good variety of characters and the things you can do with these characters, and they feel like living, breathing characters. They have a lot of backstory to them, and if you do enough talking to these characters, you can learn a lot about them. That's always something I liked about Harvest Moon is the variety of characters and things you can learn about them, and Stardew Valley does a good job on that as well. And what I like is the number of cutscenes you have. You just develop a lot of stories with these characters, just learning about them. I appreciate that a lot. And the music's really good. I like the aesthetic to the game. It's just a good game. It's a solid game. This is one of those games that you could buy and you could spend the whole year playing because there's just so much to do with it. And I like that there is just such a big field to play with it. You could be very strongly in automation as well if you want, or just do a lot of the farming yourself. It's fun. It's definitely fun. It deserves to be up in this top 10 list. It did a good job. Thank God for the developer. They did very well. And the last point to make, I just remembered, is modding. They let you do modding to this game, and some of the mods can make it a very interesting experience. Number 3, the only MMO on this list, Blade and Soul. This game was a surprise. I did not expect to enjoy an MMO so much. I thought it was over MMOs, and I found this game, I really liked it. I liked the story, I found it compelling. I like the characters, the voice acting's pretty good, the classes are fun to play, the music is good, visually the game is incredible. I just had a lot of fun with it. The questing system is your usual kind of questing system, but I liked it a lot. I liked the dungeons. I really liked that there were stories in the dungeons. I liked that there's cutscenes in the dungeons. I enjoyed it a lot. It just surprised me. I did not expect to like it so much, and I did. And there's so many costumes you can wear in the game. There's so many outfits you can have on your characters that look really cool or just really nice on them. It's hard to deny, well, how good the characters look in that game. They look very nice. And what I really like is you can have whatever outfit you want because the stats are linked to a different item that you have to wear in the game that doesn't affect your look. And I like that a lot. I just like games that do that. Because in some MMOs, you have to just wear whatever you puts the stats for you and you just look ugly and it's just not so good. Or you just look great but your stats are crap. I just like that it's different for that. I really enjoy that. And gameplay's solid. I like the tech trees. I like the skills in that game. I like the variety of classes you can play. A very fun game. A very fun and enjoyable experience. And I would have played more of that game if I didn't have a channel, of course. There's just things to do. If I didn't have a channel, that's a game I'd be playing all year. That is for dang sure. And it's very fun, even on free. It is a very fun free game to play as well if you don't have any money. Number 2, which was in close contention with number 1, Masquerada Songs and Shadows. This game is almost the perfect game. That's how I feel about it. It only has a little bit of weakness to it that prevents it from being just a perfect game, and I'll say that in a bit, but Masquerada is a 15-hour linear RPG. What I mean by linear is there's no world exploring, you just go from one point to another. Incredible story, great voice acting. I was pulled in from the start. I just started playing the game so I can do some research for the 1-shot, and then I just kept playing, and I kept playing. 15 hours straight. I played to a point, went to sleep, woke up, and finished the game. It was an incredible experience. In every way. It is so well crafted and everything, but like one little thing. But what's crafted so well is the music is beautiful. The artwork is beautiful. The world is beautiful. What I also like is that the world is very deep. There's a lot about it. There's entries you can find to just read about the world. You can also learn about the characters from the main character because he has a diary and so you can read all of his thoughts on them. And the characters are beautiful. They're all deep. Your main cast of characters are deep. You learn a lot about them. Their voice acting is amazing. You feel so much emotion from them, from how they look, from the way they're voice acted. Everyone does such an amazing performance in this game. Jennifer Hale is amazing. Matthew Mercer is freaking amazing in this thing. That's McCree's voice actor. His character goes through so many emotions in this game, and Matthew Mercer does not disappoint. It is incredible. The story itself is just such a great ride, a great mystery. You go through so much in this game. There is so much emotion going. You have so many high points, so many low points. So much going on with the other characters. I just really enjoyed this experience. It was so good. It is an experience. A 15-hour experience. At least for me, it was 15 hours. The one weakness to it is the gameplay is good, but it could be better. It's at a point in the game, it just gets a bit blah for me. And that's the only thing that keeps from being perfect. It is a great game. Almost a perfect game for me. But it is so good. I recommend it for everyone. If you like a good story, this is the game for you. You will not be disappointed. It is top notch. Now before we get to number 1, time for the honorable mentions. I'm just going to say a little bit about each one. First up, Abzu. Beautiful game. Absolutely beautiful. Next one, Pillars of Eternity. Everything I loved about Fallout 2, but even better. Owlboy. A beautiful, beautiful game that took 8 years to make. Incredible. Marred by some gameplay decisions, but it's a pretty damn good game. Total War Warhammer. Best name ever. It's a Total War game. It's Warhammer. A lot of fun. Just very enjoyable, great strategy, but it can be a bit obtuse in some of its difficulty and just in the way its game is played. Renowned Explorers and its DLC. This is a lot of fun. FTL kind of idea going on here, but it's more tile-based combat, and it's really fun. Incredible fun. I recommend it. Enter the Gungeon. Amazing variety of weapons, really strong gameplay. You could play this game forever. It is just really fun. Reigns. This was an interesting idea for a game, and the fact you can play it on like tablet and phone, it's just an enjoyable experience. Check out the 1-shot. Honeycomb Studios. Surprisingly deep. This is a pretty fun clicker. Check it out. Unless you're like 5, don't check it out. The Flame and the Flood. Best soundtrack of the year for me. There's a lot of amazing soundtracks, but this one was really good. Very fun game. It does get a bit plotting in the middle of it because you're just doing the same thing over and over again, but it's a very enjoyable experience. Slime Rancher is a game in early access that, oh my god, if it wasn't in early access and we saw the completed version of it because they keep improving on it, it might have been in the top 10. It's such a cute game, a really fun game. It's addictive in what you do with it. I really enjoyed it. Check it out. And lastly is Turmoil. This game, visually, you don't see it, but it is an amazingly addictive experience. I put in way too many hours on this game. I really enjoyed it a lot. Check out the one shot for that. You gotta check it out. It is a fun game. Number 1. Master of Orion. This game is so well crafted. The voice acting is amazing. The music is amazing. The visuals are amazing. The gameplay, amazing. The number of races you can play and how they all play, amazing. I love the AI in this game. They're really fun. I like the variety of how they work. That is amazing. Everything is amazing. It's so much fun. It is so addicting to play this game. Me and Jinx repeatedly just stayed up all night playing this game. We could not stop. It is such a fun experience to play, and it's a great multiplayer experience. It's great on single player, so damn good, and it's great in multiplayer, so damn good. I really like it. I like the variety of planets you can deal with, the variety of races and how they deal with planets, the balancing of the game, and they've done updates to the game as well. There's a new DLC that just came out for it, and I cannot wait to play these new races and play with the new races. It's an incredible experience. I love this game a lot. It's just so fun. I can't stop playing it. I love playing this game. I like the different kind of strategies I think you can do with the game, how you can just do the different races. It's fun. And that's why it's number 1. It is addicting. It is fun. It is so well crafted. I love this game. I absolutely love this game. I love the top 10 in general. It is all good. Everything I recommend to play, to buy it, just, oh my god. It was a great year. It was a great year for games. It was a great year for these one-shots. And Master of Orion climbed up to the top for us. It is a great experience. If you like Space 4X games, this is the game to play. This is the game to buy. This is a game that you could spend a lot of time on. It's good. It is just dang good. In conclusion, there were so many great games we did one-shots on this year. I can't wait for 2017. I loved so many games. I recommend so many games. I love being in gaming. It's just so fun to play games and to show games and to like, hey, play this game. It's worth your time. I think it's worth your time. Maybe it's not your genre, but for other people, it'll be worth your time. There's so many genres to play. There's so many just ideas and concepts and just ways to get touched, to scratch those itches you got. I love games. I really do. I love this medium so damn much. And we're not done. There's still the general ones. What one-shots are going to get onto that list? That's a good question, right? And I really want to know your thoughts. What do you think of my list? What do you think was number 1 from the one-shots? This is not the games in general. For those thoughts, that'll be in the next list. But, man, it was a great year. It was a great year to be playing games. Oh, man, that's the one great thing about this year. These games were on point. So there you go. That right there is the top 10 list of the one-shots we played this year. Coming up in the future will be the general top 10. And that should be a lot of fun to check out. There were just some great games we LP'd and played, and I can't wait for y'all to see that one. So that right there is the top 10 list. I had fun talking about it. Hope you had fun watching and listening to it. That's what it's all about, isn't it? Having fun. Thanks for coming by, and see you next time.